Hey, g'day my friends. We better do a audit of the stash. So let's have a look at what we've got here. There's quite a bit of stuff. It's like I work at a mini art store or something. But got heaps of cool stuff. So let's have a quick look and see what we have. So here we've got some older mini art stuff. So this is the T70 with the this 3, and what else we got? We've got the T80 with this Soviet crew here. Now, mini art's older stuff isn't that good. The diorama stuff is old, but that's good. But this stuff here, it ain't that good, and I'll show you. Yeah, they're the old instructions you get with them. So when you get an older kit, you'll know. The newer kits have the cool mini art instructions with the picture on the front, and it's all good. But there you go. See how simple it is compared to the new mini art stuff? That's a T80, I do believe. You get some figures. I've already made those figures are really good. Mini art figures are good. I like them. So they're really good figures. See what I mean with that body and all that? They are for plastic really cool. You know, really nice folds in the legs and stuff like that. And they do have decent faces, these ones. But yeah, you can see that this, I'll just move my bum a bit. The old moulding's a bit dodgy and a bit simple. It's not that great. So what else have we got in here? Oh, here we go. So that's the structure of it, and that's nothing compared to the new T60. The newer T60 by Mini Art is amazing, and these are the later release Panzer IVs, which are unreal. And even these things are pretty early, these ones, but they're really good. That's a brand new mold, they're really good. The older Soviet trucks are pretty good. They're not that great, but they're really good. Those cannons are really good. Yeah, all this is good, all this is good, blah, blah, blah. But these older ones here, so the T70 and the T80, you can see it's vastly not that good. So there's that, but in this kit here, you happen to get some tracks, which is cool. It's not too bad. It's not a bad kit. They do sell it pretty cheaply. Like you can get it for about 45 Australian dollars. But if you see it on special for like 30 bucks, why not? You know what I mean? You also get that with it because you can make it up to be pretty cool. But this one's pretty similar. This one here. I'll show you the cannon because that's another one that's pretty old and pretty a common thing that they put in kits. This one here, and this one here is a really good one, but this one here is a bit of a dodgy one, although you can make it up to look pretty cool. So let's have a look. Once again, you get the same kind of instructions. This one, in this kit, you didn't get any photo etch at all. Nothing. You got dodgy old tracks, but you do get a cool little figure set. So once again, if it's on special, get it good for a good price. It's not bad to get. But I haven't built the cannon, although I built the T70 and I put it in a diorama. But this is the cannon here, right here. This is the entire thing. And it's sort of a pain in the ass to build because you see with this old one, it doesn't have any numbers on the parts either. You've got to be constantly going back to the instructions and looking at for the part number and all that stuff. But that's that. And you've got the option to build the anti-tank one. So the longer barrel one here, or the normal 76mm one, which is right here. But yeah, this is nothing compared to their later models. And it is pretty hard to get together straight and all that kind of stuff because everything sort of bends and molds, but you get some ammo for both kind of cannons and some empty ammo. You see, and then you get some more up here, so the anti-tank rounds. And then you get the 57mm anti-tank rounds. So let's see how that goes down. And we spent 5 minutes looking at 2 kits. But that's how things go. But also, this is by Dragon here, so these 2 awesome little ones. They're really nice. So still working on them. And this one here, and it's got all this interior and really cool. But the only thing with this kit here is I added metal tracks. And that's these ones down here. So I've still got them to finish off. They're really good. I like those Dragon ones. Dragon really comes up really well. And then we've got some mini art buildings. They're really cheap and really effective as well, but they're not that easy to build. So we've got heaps of figures. Got the Battle of the Bulge, the German SPG crew. This one's really good. It's ICM kit. I've got a couple ICM kits, so I've got another one here. This is a really old ICM kit, but it's still not too bad. And then I've got this one as well, which I really like. That's really nice. But I've got the master box version of it as well. It's in there somewhere. Yeah, just here. But these 2 figures are exactly the same. So master box and ICM, that one and that one, are exactly the same. And I do believe that one and that one are exactly the same. Oh, sorry, we've got some light here shining off it. We'll get rid of that. That's better. So yeah, that figure and that figure are the same. That figure and that figure are the same. But you can change them up and alternate them and stuff like that. So it's not too bad. So in the end, you can have a real good little regiment there going on. And also got this, which I really like. I do like all that Western stuff. I don't know what that called, that old Western movies. So I really liked watching those. But this one's really good. This is the German infantry by ICM. If it'll let me in. Can I come in? Thank you. So you get the biggest sprue. And you get the German rifle sprue and some ammunition. This sprue is damn good. I like their geez, no, drop it. I like their rifles. Really crisp. I like all their accessories, but they do charge a lot for their stuff. Like you can buy this sprue in the German weapons kit or whatever. It costs like $15 just for this one sprue. So, I don't know if you think that's worth it, but it does for plastic stuff. It does look really good, really crisp. Even that ammo box, I mean that repair box. And then we've got this one, so the figures. I find that they come up really sort of skinny looking, the figures, but they do look good. Really crisp and nice folds. It's like master box, but slightly better molded. But it does remind me of Masterbox a lot, how the figures are sort of really come out skinny looking. Always. Really great, really good set. I really like that. So yeah, I got, you know, my old American stuff, because I like my older Western American movies. But mainly my main interest, if you probably didn't realise, is the Great Patriotic War, or the war on the Eastern Front against Germany and Russia. That's my favourite topic. But I've also got a heap of cool mini art kits. I stocked up because there was heaps of specials on, and when Russia invaded the Ukraine, I thought, oh no, but the Ukraine defended themselves very well, so it's all good. But I still get my mini art kits. I love them. All those kits are really good, new modern kits. And then we've got some dragon ones. I've got this Sherman Firefly. This is a rebox, and that's Dragon seem to be doing this at the moment, reboxing all their old stuff but adding new little extras. So we'll see how this one goes, but this one don't look too bad. Now, this box full of plastic, that's for sure, but these turrets do look good. Nice texture and stuff. So I do look forward to building this. You see that nice little dragon and hull? Just seems really accurate, nice. I like it. So that'll be an interesting little build. And you know, you get these little extras, like you get this box of, I don't know, you add them to the tracks. Don't know what they are, but it's something. You get, oh yeah, of course you get the magic tracks, because in the old boxing they gave you just those DS tracks, which I don't like DS tracks, or any kind of vinyl or whatever tracks. But these ones seem really cool. So you just join them all together, wrap them on, and off you go. But this is a part of the track. So I'll work it out. I'm not a professional US tank builder. I generally build Russian and German stuff, so. But I would really like to start building a lot more British stuff, because I'm really starting to get interested in the battles at Normandy, which is really interesting. Also, this Romanian tank destroyer seems really cool. So I like the story of it. Like, the Soviets weren't able to put a 76mm cannon on these T-60s. They tried their asses off to do it, but they couldn't do it. And so they ended up putting them on the T-70s. But the Romanians were able to do it, and it absolutely embarrassed the hell out of the Soviet engineers. I thought that was cool. And then this kit would be really cool. It's got the tractor, because I've already built a tractor. I'll show you at some time. And it's got all those figures. It's just, and it's also got the mine set in it as well. So the mini art mine set, which I've got, which is a really handy little kit, because I've got all these accessory kits. So that grenades and mine set is really handy for figure building, everything. But you get that in there as well, so that's cool. But as you can see, I've got heaps of these cool mini art accessory kits. I regret getting this one, because that's not an actual weapon. I do believe it was only used as in the testing grounds in America. The field workshop is really handy, because it's just got all the different accessories, but just not as much as getting a full box of them. You got that one that's really handy. So oil drums, you can just turn them into German Wehrmacht drums, or you can flip the lids around and just make them into Gulfstream ones, whatever you like. And it's got a really cool decal sheet in it. These ones handy, because you know, beer bottles and that are always cool. That was one of the first kits I got, and I've built one, but tried to make a diorama at once. Now, well, I'll try again and I'll use it another time. You've got the German road signs, which is handy. Grenades, of course. The tankers fueling up, which will be a cool little set. So you get some drums and some jerry cans, as well as the figures. This is the same, but you get a cool little compressor and some tankers, you know, painting things with some ladders. Soviet combat engineers. I've taped those boxes up, so what are they? Let's see if we can find them. I reckon I know what they are. Oh yeah. So we've got the Soviet machine guns and equipment. Now this seems like a really cool kit. Those are really cool. And I got this on special, so I thought why not, because I really like these by Mini Art. And you get 2 of them, and they've got this photo etch guard and all this kind of stuff, so that's really cool. And you also wanted to get it because I like this, and I want to put it in one of the Soviet figures arms instead of a normal gun, because they literally took out German tanks with that. They stopped German tank advances with that. Like, they would have heaps of them, but like 16, you know, pointing at them. But yeah, unbelievable. And this is the Soviet 50 cal. And then you've got some of the Soviet machine guns. What are they? The DTs and the DPs. 7.62mm light machine guns. I've got the pan, all that kind of stuff, which is really cool. Oh yeah, and we've got Panzerfausts. They're really handy for dioramas. Just lay them around the place. These would just be all through trenches and stuff. And you get both sets, so you get the 60 and the 30, but you don't get the other versions that they made. And you get a lot of boxes to go with it, but the decal sheet in this is awesome. Like the Panzerfaust I've made for this guy, I made up this one here for this figure I have, and he's holding it in his hands, and it looks awesome because it's got all these decals on it. It just looks really good, really effective. So we've got that. Then we've got wooden boxes. A really cool decal sheet in this one. It's usually pretty expensive, but the decal sheet in it is awesome. And these bigger boxes here are really handy. And as you can see there, you get some cool decals, like nuclear decals and stuff like that. Sorry, are always handy. And you get some postal ones as well, which is really good. We got these Hungarians. I don't know why I got it, but I did get it, so that's cool. I don't know how old it is either. Like, all you get is these 2 figure screws. But I reckon they're going to come up alright. See, the heads look pretty cool. There seems to be a lot of cool detail on them. They got these interesting helmets. Really interesting helmets. But this fella here seems interesting. That guy there. And I do like their little white uniform with the blue cuff here and those pants. He's got his leather jacket. They seem to love their leather jacket in Hungary back in the 40s. So that's cool. Yeah, because I do have this Bulgarian one, which I could make into a Hungarian one, I suppose, and put that crew in it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oh, this is really cool. US soldiers pushing a motorbike. But it does look a bit difficult and fiddly to make, so I've sort of been putting that off for a while. Really handy, very handy. Really cool stuff for dioramas, this one. And I've already made a couple of them and put them in the latest one I'm working on, and they look really cool. So I made a water can, and I made 2 of the Castrol ones, those Texaco ones, and put it in the M3. And I made one of those Castrol spray cans and put it in the M3. That looks really cool. And I'm also going to put that in the diorama as well. yeah, another one really good for dioramas and stuff. So the Panzer Shrek, you get 6 of them, plus all those ammo things you can put on figures' backs, and all the boxes. Oh yeah, you can't go without the Soviet road signs. Very handy. The decal sheets in these road sign sets by Miniart are really cool, and also you get these sort of bonus sprues of things you can put them on. Like in this one you get the telephone pole, and in the earlier one I showed you, the German roadside one, you get some fences and some posts and all that kind of stuff. And then there's the Allied one. I'm not sure what you get in this one, probably just those posts. No offense, that's a rip-off one. No, but the decal sheet's what you're buying. Because it is a really cool decal sheet. I've actually used some of the German ones, and the decals come up like really nice. Very, very nice, and they really workable and really good. Because, you know, with these really large decals, they can be really difficult to work with, but these aren't. These are great. And yeah, just also got some welders, which will be handy. You get that with it. That's really big. That'd be really cool. But this is just, yeah, the stuff I haven't even started working on yet. Winter's Onset, cool little kit. Heaps of stuff. Alright, well, I'm going to keep auditing my place and seeing what I've got. I'll do another video like this and we can have a look at more stuff. Alright, my friends, speak to you again soon.